Chapter 82, Making a Living from Boats 2. At this moment, Li Xiaomei hesitated before asking, if that's the case, then how can the sect make the disciples who grew up in such an environment feel a sense of belonging? How can the sect itself be cohesive? The round-faced cultivator laughed. Cohesion. What is cohesion? Friendship is one type, gratitude is another type, and reverence is another type. However, these aren't firm. In this cruel, chaotic world, true belonging and true cohesion are benefits. 1. As long as a Seven Blood Eyes disciple breaks through to the foundation establishment realm with the Seven Blood Eyes cultivation technique, they will be able to obtain the qualifications to ascend the mountain. They can also obtain the right to distribute the profits of the Seven Blood Eyes. The monthly income of the Seven Blood Eyes is public. It comes from the living expenses of everyone, the trading of cultivation resources, as well as the exchange of goods at the port. About 500 million spirit coins are entering the account every day. If it's converted to spirit stones, it'll be 500,000 spirit stones, and the monthly income will be 15 million spirit stones. These benefits will be distributed according to the rights and interests of different cultivation levels, other than the sect keeping a portion of the daily expenses. The rest will be distributed to all disciples at the foundation establishment realm and above. The higher one's cultivation level is, the more they will be allocated. Early stage foundation building disciples can receive about 5,000 spirit stones a month. If they reach the core formation realm, they will receive at least tens of thousands of spirit stones a month. This is why I said that the Seven Blood Eyes is more like an industry. All the foundation establishment disciples who have been promoted to the mountain are equivalent to investing in this industry. As long as the Seven Blood Eyes exists, there will be a day of profit. So, do you think that when an external enemy wants to plunder your assets, you will watch helplessly as your interests are taken away and not take action? As the round-faced cultivator's voice rang out, Xu Qing's eyes revealed a deep light. He now had a thorough understanding of the Seven Blood Eyes. The cohesiveness in troubled times. Perhaps it was really, as the other party said, benefits could bind everything. Li Xiaomei fell silent as well. The round-faced cultivator smiled faintly. He had brought many batches of new disciples with him. Just like what he had said earlier, he had said it many times. In this chaotic world, benefits were something that had never changed. At this moment, at the foot of the mountain, I'll tell you guys about the prosperity of the Seven Blood Eyes. Look over there. That's the largest port in the entire Nantwang continent. There is an endless stream of ships coming and going on normal days. No matter which power in the outside world transports goods, or if the disciples of the other peaks head out to the sea to complete their missions, most of them have to pass through us. The seventh peak controls this port area. Therefore, boats are the key to the cultivation of the seventh peak's disciples. We call them magic boats. Xu Qing followed the direction of his finger. At that moment, under the glow of the setting sun, he could see the main city's port below. Near the sea, many horseshoe-shaped harbors were dug out. Each of them was very large and seemed to be able to accommodate a large number of boats. There were quite a lot of such harbors, numbering in the hundreds. It was majestic and spread far away. At the same time, the overall color was also different. Half of it was white and there were many huge merchant ships inside. There was also half a harbor and the buildings inside were mostly purple. From afar, the boats in the purple zone were all very small and densely packed. Other than that, every harbor had a gate and a tall lighthouse. Outside the white zone, the purple zone is the residence of the Seventh Peak's disciples. The boat inside is the magic boat I mentioned earlier. The round-faced cultivator's voice rang out. My Seventh Peak's magic boat is famous in the entire Nantwang continent. It is also the core and soul of our disciples' cultivation. It's your cave abode, your mount, your companion in battle, and a necessity for obtaining resources. You can completely treat the magic boat as a magic treasure. When the round-faced cultivator said this, Li Zimai and Su Shaohui eyes widened. It was obvious that they knew about the existence of magic treasures. Zhou Qingpeng's eyes also shone with a strange light, filled with intense anticipation. Xu Qing was the same. His heart trembled. He was very clear about the value and rarity of magic treasures. Hence, he looked at the purple area at the harbor again. However, the densely packed boats there made him feel that they were somewhat in conflict with the rarity of magic treasures. Of course, it's not a magic treasure with a true meaning. However, the magic boats of my 7th peak have the potential to grow. As your cultivation realm increases and you continue to refine them, sooner or later, they can become magic treasures. Therefore, having one's own magic boat is the greatest dream and pursuit for every disciple who has just entered the 7th peak. However, the most basic magic boat also needs to be exchanged. It requires 100,000 contribution points, which is 100 spirit stones. In addition, only disciples with magic boats are qualified to be randomly assigned to work and cultivate in the harbor. As for disciples who don't have a magic boat, they can only search for ways to earn money on their own. The limit is 3 years. If they can accumulate enough contribution points to exchange for a magic boat within 3 years, their cultivation will be taken back and they will be expelled. That's because the cultivation technique of my 7th peak is related to the sea. By combining it with the cultivation of the magic boat and borrowing the spirit gathering array within, it will yield twice the result with half the effort. Oh right, cultivation techniques are free. You can obtain them by becoming a disciple. Hearing the words of the round-faced middle-aged man, Xu Qing's heart stirred. While he was attracted by the 7th peak special magic boat, he also gradually gained a better understanding of the 7th peak. The magic boat was a crucial item for the 7th peak's disciples. Disciples who owned a magic boat would have their responsibilities assigned to them, and they had the right to stay in the harbor's purple-colored sea area. Therefore, the round-faced middle-aged man had previously said that the boat was a cave abode. However, it seemed that living there would require contribution points,